Hi fellow book lovers, welcome to Book Lives with B. If you love books as much as I do, or if you just, tend to buy a lot of books like I do, then you're in the right place. I've got a book haul for you guys today. I did a bit of damage with the Amazon and book outlet, as well as a bunch of books from Book of the Month as well. So let me share those with you guys. Okay, so let's start with my Book of the Month picks. They're already out of the box because I actually did a TikTok on them earlier, and I want you guys to see me struggling getting them out of the box. So I already took them out. But Book of the Month, it is a book subscription where for $14.99, I think it's $14.99 a month, you get a hardcover book, and you can choose up to 2 more add-ons for $9.99 each. They're all hardcover, and what they do is curate the best 5 books for that month, and you get to pick from those. So I've been with Book of the Month for years. I absolutely love it. Some of my favorite reads have been from Book of the Month. So here are the ones that I got. First is an add-on, Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I have several other books by this author. I've not read any of them yet, but I hear great things. Next up, The Damage by Caitlin Marr. I think this was maybe last month. I'm not really sure, but I think that's a thriller as well. Firekeeper's Daughter. I've heard great things about this one, so I'm really excited to read that one. Arsenic and Adobe, another one I've heard great things about off TikTok, or Book Talk rather. And then the last 2 are the ones that were actually from this month's Book of the Month. So the first one is The Inheritance of, what is it? Orquidea Divina? I'm probably saying that super wrong. But this one's a fantasy. And then Not a Happy Family by Shari Lapena. So I'm really pumped to read any of these, or all of these rather, eventually. I'll eventually get to them all. So next up is going to be the damage that I did with Amazon and Book Outlet. So let me show you what those packages look like. So here's the damage I did. Let's open it all. I can never get these open, so I've got scissors here. Cut these off. I should have done this before I started filming. All right, so first up is All Are Welcome by Liz Parker. I pre-ordered this. Gives me like beach read vibes, or people read me on vacation, but honestly I have no idea what it's about, so we're gonna find out. Next up, we have The Receptionist by Kate Miles. I think this one's a thriller, something else that I pre-ordered, but again, I have no idea what it's about. I don't actually read synopses, so unless I heard someone talking about what the book's about, I honestly have no idea what the book is actually about, but I like it that way. I like to be surprised. All right, so next up from Amazon is The Magic of Found Objects, another one that I pre-ordered, and that's by Maddie Dawson, best-selling author of Matchmaking for Beginners. I might have to buy that one too, because I know I don't have it. I definitely have a book obsession. I buy more books than I will ever have the time to read, but I'm working on it. Next up is For the Love of Friends by Sarah Goodman Confino. Seems like I bought like a lot of contemporary romance, and I really don't read that much contemporary romance in comparison to like thrillers and fantasy, so it's kind of interesting. A Familiar Sight by Brianna Lubuskis. Ooh, another book, Girls of Glass. This was another pre-order, and it looks like a thriller to me, or suspense, so one of my favorite genres. This one came in a box. And I almost never remember what I actually ordered, so you'll notice that when you see my hauls. Well, my hauls that I do from online. So this one is Mrs. Rochester's Ghost by Lindsay Marcotte. I think this was a pre-order as well. But, well, it says it. It's a thriller. So it's a thriller. So that's what that one's going to be. My last bunch from Amazon. I got book 1 of An Ember in the Ashes. I'm doing a readathon this month, and this is one of the books I picked for a strong female lead. I didn't buy the rest of the series yet because I don't know exactly when I'm going to read this month. But I've got this one, and I'm so excited about reading this. Also for my readathon, I got the Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. Yeah, Pierce. So this one goes with like the cold theme, and I have no idea what this is about. It's apparently a gothic thriller, but the cover is really intriguing. Next up, I got The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. So a friend of mine actually invited me to her book club. So that's why I picked this one up. So that is this month's read. Again, I have no idea what it's about. You're gonna hear that a lot. Last up from Amazon is What Big Teeth. And this is the read for the readathon group that I'm with. We're kind of like an informal book club, I guess. This is our read for this month, so I have this as well. All right, so that's everything from Amazon. And now let me show you what I got from Book Outlet. And this was my first Book Outlet order, so I've never ordered from them before, but the prices are phenomenal. They're so affordable. And for someone like me that buys books nonstop all the time, I need that. So our first book from Book Outlet is The Breathless. And this looks like it's either a horror or a thriller. I'm really not sure, but I saw the cover and I picked it because this cover, look at this cover. This cover is gorgeous. Like, yes. Okay, so let's see what's next. And mind you, I literally got 10 books or 11 books from Book Outlet. It's 10 or 11, I can't remember, for $53. And I think they're all hardcovers. So you do the math on that one. All right, next up is I'll Never Tell. So this looks like another thriller here. And that's by Abigail Haas. Next, The Girl the Sea Gave Back. This is another one I'm actually going to read for my readathon this month, but I saw this one quite a bit on Book Talk, and so that's why I picked it up. I've heard mixed things, so we'll see. And this is by Adrienne Young. Oh, she's the author of Sky in the Deep. I've heard a lot about that one too. I don't think I have that one though. Okay, next up, The Queen's Assassin by Melissa de la Cruz. I think this is a YA fantasy. I saw a book too when I was in Barnes & Noble the last time, and I almost bought it, and then I was like, oh, it's book 2. I don't even have book 1. I should buy book 1 first. So now I have book 1, so I'll probably go buy book 2. Next up is Four Dead Queens by Astrid Scholte. I don't know where I saw this. It might have been Book Talk, but the cover is gorgeous, and I've been on a bit of a fantasy kick lately, so, I mean, this sounded like a good choice to me. Next up, Seafire by Natalie Parker. This one I've seen for a really long time. Like, I feel like I've seen this one for like years and I never picked it up, but the cover is gorgeous. And I mean, that's honestly why I picked it up, because I don't know what it's about. Next up, The Waking Forest. I'm also going to read this one for my readathon, and this is something that takes place in nature. I'm assuming it takes place in nature since, like, the woods. So if it's not, I don't know. But again, cover got me. Oh, there's like, I think those are wolves in the cover. Are those wolves? Next up is Eden Conquered by Joelle Charbonneau. This is another cover that got me. I have no idea what this is about. I don't know this author, but look at this cover. It's freaking gorgeous. Like, yes. I'm trying not to read the synopsis as I'm showing this to you because I don't want to know. All right, 2 more and then I'm all done. Next up is Before the Fall by Noah Hawley. I've seen this one before. I think this was actually made into a show or something too. I'm not sure, but I've seen this one before. And it looked good, and I think this is also maybe a thriller. I think so. Let's see, Karen Slaughter's name is listed on the back, and James Patterson. So I feel like this has to be a thriller, and Brad Meltzer. We'll see. We'll see when we read it, right? I'll eventually get to it before I'm dead. Okay, last up, let me put this on. Last up is The Glass Woman, and this is by Carolyn Leah. So again, gorgeous cover. That's why I picked it. I don't know what it's about. So we've definitely had some fun reads in here, some things that I'm very excited to read, some things I'll definitely be reading this month, and I will definitely make sure I do a August wrap up with you guys so that you know what my thoughts are on all of these. But stay tuned. If you want to keep hanging out with me and all my books, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we can definitely be book buddies. I definitely always need more. Bye guys.